Oh, hello everyone. It's Crypto Granny here. Let me just put this up for a bit. Sorry, just a little bit low on the volume. So, Crypto Granny, Susie here. Hope you're all well, looking after yourselves, looking after your beautiful family, your beautiful friends, your beautiful kids, your beautiful animals, and just making this world a better place by looking after other animals, the environment, and everyone, pretty much. Now, what can I say today? The whole world is talking about Mr. Trump, President Trump. He was inaugurated yesterday. Big hoo-ha. A lot of meme tokens were put out in his name. Some went up heaps. Also, his wife put out a couple as well. Plus, Gary Gensler from the SEC finished yesterday on the 20th. Hooray for that. The dates are 21st of the 1st, 2025, 2025. My God. And at 17:42 p.m. in Europe. So yeah, a lot of that stuff. There's some talk, there's some stories about Ethereum today. A lot of people don't like Ethereum anymore. I've never liked it. Vitalik Buterin is taking a lot of angst on Twitter and that sort of thing for, a lot of people saying centralized because of high staking. There's two large players in the staking of Ethereum on its network, and that's not great because from one state he goes, you could see a lot, sell down on Ethereum. Plus, there's some information out there, XRP, a Mazari report talking about XRP still being centralized. It has gone up with a lot of hype, about 350% or so. But I really believe this, where XRP is at the moment, 315, it is toppy, very, very toppy. And I feel it didn't make its previous high of 386 or 379. And that's quite negative. And technically, it looks like it can come down a bit to me, maybe to 260. And if you want to buy, then it's probably not a bad level, maybe to buy off just to see how it goes. Okay. So, yeah, very interesting stuff. Tron is getting more and more alliances with Mr. Trump's cryptocurrency world, what's it called? World Liberty Exchange or something. But also, Tron, very smart player, Justin Sun, don't watch that guy. He really knows what's going on in Asia and China and everything else. And they could deregulate because the Chinese are buying cryptocurrency. There's no doubt about it through Hong Kong. But they've also linked up with a partnership with Wintermute, which is in Europe and wants to expand globally as well as many other partnerships. So they certainly have the revenue on the board. And also Dodge apparently went up quite a bit yesterday, but came back after the hoo-ha of Mr. Trump. But let's just go through, live coin watch. Grab yourself a cup of coffee or a beer, wherever you are in the world, and let's talk about the market and then look at the videos and just some of the things that I see that I think are important in the market, particularly for our investment portfolio number 7. So let me just go into that. Everyone in terms of cryptocurrency should have their portfolio on crypto compare, okay? Just like this one, this is the one we're running with. Investment portfolio number 7. We have 160,000 in the market. We've taken nearly 10,000 profit, and we're up today 11.39%. This chart looks very bullish to me. I think this is going to go a lot higher. Go to the risk analysis. We're overweight Link, rightly so. Bitcoin, BCH, Tron, and so forth, okay? And I'm a big believer in all those positions. So let's just collapse this, go like this to get the high value. And as you can see, we're in Link, Hashadera is going to do fairly well and a few others. But let's just collapse that. Sorry. We're in Link, Bitcoin, as you can see, Bitcoin Cash, Tron, and so forth. Now, everyone's portfolio should be very similar to mine. If they underperform this portfolio, which is the benchmark portfolio, then there's something in your portfolio that's not working for you. We need to look at that. But pretty much this is set up for a 2-year view, this portfolio, and I believe all these coins are going to do incredibly well, okay? So let's just take a break and we'll talk about live coin watch when you grab yourself a cup of coffee or a drink. Thank you. Now, today's overview of the market, we've got market cap at 3.613 trillion, volume's really large at 277 bill, liquidity's excellent at nearly 11 bill. Bitcoin dominance is still rising at 57.47. I expect BCH to start rising. The market's a bit slow about this, but I believe BCH will start rising. The relativities between Bitcoin and BCH have never been wider. Back in the last rally, Bitcoin Cash was 4,500 to a Bitcoin which was lower. Okay, so you can see how Bitcoin has outperformed BCH, but they have the same problems: limited supply, mining, all that sort of business. So, I'm expecting performance. Now, XRP is at 5.03. I think it's too high. I think it comes down. Ethereum dominance continues to move down. I think it could be 5% by the end of the year or less, 10.77, because it will underperform. Tron dominance, I believe, will go higher, 0.5783. Link higher, 0.46, could be at dominance of 8% or something. Solana 3.28%, and BCH. I believe Link, and I'll say it again, Chainlink will be the outperformer of all these coins this year, over and above XRP and everything. That is my view, and that's why our portfolios are set up that way. And I'm really wrong for a big cryptocurrency investment strategic review, okay? The way we're positioned is exactly how I want to be. Okay, so Bitcoin at the moment is 104,859. Did get to, it's got 107,743 here, but I believe it got to probably 110 if we look at the charts. Let's just go to the charts and have a squeeze here. Bear with me for a minute. I'll just pull up the chart. But I do believe Bitcoin got to 110. That's, yeah, it looks like it on here, right? 110, and that was exactly the sell point. Let me just see, you can see that. Bear with me for a minute. Yeah, here we go. So this is, what have we got here? That's a 4-hourly chart, and I do like 4-hourly charts, and this is very bullish for Bitcoin, right? Did get to 110, they sold it, but look, support here is around 104,413, and they're just going to buy at that target to drive it higher, okay? It could go anywhere, this thing. MicroStrategy's still buying. They bought some more coin yesterday and the day before, and we see a lot of other institutions buying Bitcoin. A lot of corporate treasuries are buying Bitcoin. Plus, nearly every state in America, 20 or 30 states, are now saying, they want to buy Bitcoin. Plus, Mr. Trump, the president, has signed a lot of different regulations and decrees saying the banks can now invest in cryptocurrency in America. And that's huge, because the banks do it, then literally every fund manager in the world is going to do it that buys equities, and only equities and not cryptocurrency. So that is huge, people. Let's go back to live coin watch. So as I said, Bitcoin's nearly at 105. Ethereum's 3306, underperforming Bitcoin all the time. XRP 316, Solana 243, Binance 684, expecting performance in Binance, absolutely. Dodge 0.378. Department of, what is it? I don't know, what do they call, what's the G? Government, something or other. ADA, I don't like it. It's a big sell, 0.99. I'd be selling right here, right now. Tron should be higher than ADA and everything else, right? Tron should be up here somewhere with XRP. Tron 0.24, Link $26.12. AVAX 36.32, expecting great things of those two coins. HBAR 0.336. What else we got? Litecoin's doing pretty well at 121 nearly. BCH $440 and expecting big things. Now, Mr. Trump's coin went up ballistic yesterday. I think it got up to $75 as per this, and now it's back at 38. So certainly people that got that certainly would have made money out of that, and they're now selling. Pepe's underperformed, but I'm still extremely, extremely bullish. Pepe with 5 digits and 1.6. Very, very cheap indeed. So let's go to the videos and see what we saw today, and any important stories that affect our investment portfolio as well as our strategy going forward. Won't be a sec. Now, according to Crypto Compare, the 24-hour time clock for Bitcoin, I like to look at this, was 107,737, got to a high according to them of 107,938, got to a low of 100,000, and now she's off to the races again. I think we will see this thing outperform. I mean, Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy is basically calling Bitcoin $1 million per unit by the end of the year, and I think that would be substantial if it gets there. I'll have to do a valuation on that. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to call that, but I will do a valuation and have a look at it. Now, on Twitter, Mr. Trump basically bought strategic purchases, 47 of Ethereum, 47 million, Bitcoin, 47 million. He bought Aave, Link, Tron, and ENA. And again, people are buying Link and Tron as well. Even President Trump is buying Link and Tron. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Sorry, guys and girls. I'll have to. Gosh, I've started with a new different creation, and I'm still, trying to learn it. So bear with me for a minute. President Trump was signing a lot of different executive orders last night or yesterday, and people are now saying, could Mr. Trump's next move revolutionize the banking system in America? In other words, make everything instant payment so you don't have to wait for anything. And this is highly possible because he is pro crypto, basically. And now all the big banks are looking at going to crypto. Apparently people do believe that he will allow the banks to trade digital assets, right? Which was going to transform certainly the financial landscape when we talk about different forums, okay? And it's very important about this also because, it could change everything, the way we do everything in terms of our business. Even Swift is going to digital currency and they're using Chainlink. So it's pretty important. People are talking about, Bitcoin reserves and all sorts of reserves. And this can only be great for cryptocurrency, okay? Market cap is still too very low. It could go easily to 6 trillion, okay? Easily. Now, most of the banks have been custodians, but the fact is, if Mr. Trump allows them to actually buy their assets, and it's all, ratified between all the different government regulation departments, it's a great thing. I mean, already they're cutting down on government regulation and admin, okay? And that's a super story, and that's going to really drive this crypto market big time, people. And I think it's very, very exciting. They expect Congress to take swift action on digital assets regulation with the new administration, and it looks like things are going to get through pretty quickly because my understanding is the Republican, according to the election, or my understanding of it, is they have a majority in the Senate, right? So apparently Utah is on the brink of financial revolution for a Bitcoin reserve, and we see many other states putting in new amendments and new bills for blockchain and digital innovation. This is a very exciting period of time that we're living in, people. And I'm glad I'm living in this time. It's extremely exciting. There are so many opportunities in cryptocurrency. It's a joke. And the one that squeals cheap to me, and look, there are many coins that are cheap, is Chainlink, certainly BCH. VeChain is doing amazing things, okay, with food fraud, with, carbon points, all sorts of things, environmentally great and everything. So there's so many cheap cryptos out there, including Tron and many others. So this is going to be huge if all this stuff gets through very quickly, right? It's going to be absolutely huge, and we're going to see more money pumping into this market, okay? And we can already see that, with Mr. Trump getting in, billions of dollars have been going to cryptocurrency, billions, through the ETFs on the stock exchange and many other things as well. There's been many, many new issues of meme tokens and everything else. There's so many, you can't even keep up with it. I mean, meme tokens are coming out 50,000 to 60,000 a day. So when I have your client saying, hey, Susie, this memo token, well, there's 50,000 new meme tokens coming out every day. And there's millions and millions and millions, of coins and tokens in the market. But to be honest with you, we probably look at the top 30 if we're lucky, okay, because we have to do all the analysis and update and everything else. So you can appreciate how long it takes to do that. So, I think Utah will say yes, and then other states will want to keep up with Utah and do the same things. This is actually huge. Yes, there's talk about Bitcoin reserve, and we are seeing other countries in the world talking about Bitcoin reserves as well. South America, we're in Czechoslovakia, many other countries in the world that are talking about Bitcoin reserves, as well as El Salvador and other countries too. So in my mind, you don't want to short Bitcoin, okay? We've got Metaplanet buying, we've got MicroStrategy buying, we've got Rumble buying, we've got so many corporates buying. And don't forget, some of the biggest corporates in the stock market are sitting on billions and billions and billions of cash. What are they going to do with that cash, right? They've used of buybacks in the share market to push up stocks, but the reality is they need to invest that money where they can get a return rather than just the Fed's funds rate or even lower, okay? So, they're in a dilemma. Capital Group, a privately held fund manager with 2.7 trillion assets, is now buying more Bitcoin and other crypto assets as well, right? And we're seeing many connections between different players in this market, a lot of mergers and acquisitions so that they can get a strategic bet in this cryptocurrency market. Even Bitstamp, which is a very, how can I say, old regulated vanilla cryptocurrency exchange, is now, expanding into Europe and everywhere else as well. So this is huge, right? And Bitcoin will attract more institutions as time goes on. And now that it's being ratified by Mr. Trump, it's pretty obvious. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand, where this market is going to go. Okay, it's as simple as that. Very, very simple. What else we got here? So we know MicroStrategy bought some more Bitcoin even at the highs. They continue to do that, and many other people are following them. Okay, many other people. Now, Aptos is another client that's using Chainlink. We're seeing Chainlink putting on more and more clients every day. On-chain, off-chain, paying more and more money. Sorry about this pictorial thing. I don't know how to turn that off yet. I'm still learning how to use this thing. Also, European markets with MiCA, banks in the Europe and fund managers are allowed to buy cryptocurrency assets, okay? So this is huge. Standard Chartered is now expanding into cryptocurrency in a big way. And also Gate.io, which is a smaller exchange, their user base has gone up 20 million from about 12 last year, and they're doing much more volume. And we see that with all the exchanges at the moment, okay? And all the exchanges do proof of reserve to prove how many assets they're holding against their liabilities. So this is a great story, people. This market is cheap, cheap, cheap. You have not missed out by any means. Now, as I said, there's a lot of negative stories about Ethereum. People are actively selling Ethereum. Tron also announced that they are in contingency with Wintermute, and this is a player in Europe, which is great for them. Also, it's just a chart of Pepe. This is a buy level for Pepe as far as I'm concerned. It's had a bit of a correction, 20% and it's a buy level, but we've got enough Pepe, so we'll just wait on that. Also, what else we got here? This was from Sentiment. I think there was one on HBAR, and that looked quite bullish as well. What else? Where is that one? There we go. That was XRP. XRP, if you have a look at that very quickly. Gosh, I'm sorry about all this advertising. My apologies. I'm not getting paid by them. It's just that I don't know how to use this properly yet. XRP, if you have a look at this, that's quite negative. Basically, sorry, let me go back there. Just on the chart. I will do some technicals when I get some time. I'm pretty busy at the moment. Oh, sorry. How do I get that on? As you can see by that, where that arrow is, that is a technical sell on a big one, okay? The lows are getting lower and the highs are getting lower, and that's a massive technical sell. Plus, if you put a trend line against that, that trend line is broken. So as far as I'm concerned, I agree with Ali. This XRP is a sell right here, right now. Anyway, guys and girls, that's all I'm going to talk about today. Lots going on, heaps happening, and we're going to get some really great stuff out to you guys this year. Please use the app. And, look after your, always look after your operational risk. And I'll talk to you very soon. Have a great night or a day, and look after your family, your friends, your beautiful animals, and the world. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you.